Happy Carnival! And welcome to another episode of Tales from the Parade Route. Tonight we have the very special honor of interviewing one of the lovely ladies from the Lollipops. Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
So for starters, tell us, how'd y'all come to be? It always intrigues me with the growth of the dance team craze, shall we call it, that, each one has their own special story of an origin. How'd y'all come to be?
I actually was a Mandy milkshaker.
Okay.
And loved every waking moment of it. But life happens, and kids get married, have grandkids, and so I wasn't able to spend as much time as I wanted to with the Mandys, but I still wanted to march and have a good time. So we have the Lollipops, and we are a part-time marching organization where we march in parades, Christmas, Veterans Day, Mardi Gras, and the St. Patrick's parades. And then we take a hiatus. And the ladies get to go out and be their friends again, see their family members. And then we start back in August with practicing, and we start the whole routine. But we toned it down. We do some events, but we understand that our ladies have families and kids and grandkids. And so we put a little more time for that, for them.
Okay. So what year was it that y'all founded? Because, I know...
I had to look.
Yeah. Was it 21?
It was 21, right.
Okay.
And it was amazing. It was very humbling because a lot of people are like me. They wanted to dance, but they couldn't put in all the time, that you needed for other organizations.
Yeah.
So we just founded it, and we have the most incredible group of moms, grandmoms, aunts, and kids. But we're 30 to older. I won't tell you how old our oldest one is. She would kill me. But you don't know she's that age, because we're all young at heart and we just have a good time. We're professionals. We're retired. It's such an amazing, group of ladies and we're such a sisterhood. It takes a while to get there, because you get your learning curves and your growing pains. But we are at a fantastic place right now. It's amazing.
How many ladies are in the organization right now?
We have 24
Okay.
active ladies, and these are ladies who are dedicated. They practice at home. They come to practice when we have it. Actually, what was funny is that yesterday we tried something new. We practiced at the Justice Center parking garage. It's 3 stories.
Okay.
And, before we just walk around, I thought I should try and get their heart rates up, see how they could handle it. So we went parading down the ramps and up the ramps. And they did great.
Yeah.
I was so proud of them. I was talking to one of the other choreograph ladies, and I said, y'all, they're not breathing heavy or anything. We're in a good spot, so we were all pumped.
So you had mentioned carnival parades. What all carnival parades do y'all march in?
We're all on the North Shore.
Okay.
And we go to Crew of Omega in Hammond.
Okay.
We are at Titans in Slidell. We're the crew in Pearl River. We do Dionysus in Slidell. We do Celine in Slidell. And then in Covington, we are in the Mystic Crew of Olympia.
Okay.
That's our hometown. And we have Mardi Gras Day, the crew Bogafalaya, which is being really, really big. So we're really pumped about that. They've done a great job with that. And in fact, Lundi Gras, we are the day before in downtown Covington, second line in from the park with the captain the captain of the parade marshal of the Bogafalaya parade, and to the Southern Hotel.
Okay.
And then we eat a lot of king cake because we just love king cake.
Well, king cake is, it's like a lifeblood.
Absolutely.
And I felt like for 9 months or whatever of the year, blood was getting back into my king cake stream. So to have king cake back with us, it's definitely heartwarming.
Oh, yeah. January 6th, I'm the first one at the grocery store picking up my king cake.
At midnight on the dot on King's Day, Kirk and I were together at a bar, and we were watching, like he was watching the clock intently. They had the clock on the wall,
Right.
like from Budweiser or whatever, and they also had like CNN or something was on TV to where they had the time up. And the second that he saw it change,
You know what we need to do? We need to get a clock in the shape of a king cake.
Yeah.
Put the numbers on it, but then have the date flipping over. So then when it hits January 6th, midnight, the whole cake lights up.
Yeah.
I think we should put that together.
Yeah.
See, I do have creativity. It came, it worked. Don't start that without me.
Yeah, right. So, how'd y'all come up with y'all's costume design?
We literally went to a material shop in Metairie, and we just started putting colors together. We knew we wanted purple. Mm-hmm. That's as you can tell, that's our priority. And then we felt like the turquoise blue went well with it, and of course white. And we were missing just one color to make it pop. And we were just playing with the material, and the lime green worked. I mean, it just made everything stand out. It was incredible. Now, we started off with just a skirt, and we had, like a t-shirt kind of blouse, and we've now evolved into our dress. So we really, really like it. It makes us, I think, stand out. Our type of material stands out from others, and we have our petticoats underneath it. And it's one of a kind. And a lot of people like our outfits because it's not, too similar to anybody else. So I like it. It's good. Yeah. I mean, we all have our characteristics, and that really emulates us. So we're happy with it.
Who creates y'all's dance?
Our
routines?
dancers. Yeah, we have a choreography team of 3.
Okay.
And actually, it goes before that. Our ladies get to pick the songs. So they make submissions, and it gets vetted because we have a requirement. It has to be family friendly, and no vulgarity, nothing in bad implications, nothing with bad implications. And so once the ladies vote on it, they get to pick 5. And then the choreography team starts up right after Mardi Gras. And we meet, because I'm on the choreography team, of course. But we meet for months working on it twice a week. And, we study other videos we consider ourselves a Zumba parade group. So we're watching Zumba videos all over the place, and some line dance. It's like, oh, I like that. Can we incorporate it? And it takes a while, but every now and then we'll work all night and get nothing, but we know what we don't like.
Right.
So then it moves on to what we do like, and then it starts coming together. And sometimes, it's just like it's a miracle that it just works. And we're worrying about how fast are we moving, how long do we have our arms up, what's our pace, can people see us, like are we gonna? There's so much that goes into it, and it's very intricate, but we like it. It's just so much fun, and when it comes together, we just want to show the ladies, like, yo, guess what? And, of course we can't because we want to surprise them with everything. But it's a lot of fun, and it keeps you young.
So you mentioned the keyword requirement there. What are the requirements to get into the crew?
You have to have a love of dance.
Okay.
You have to be over 30. And you have to be able to put the time in, because we practice twice a week on Tuesdays and Sundays, and you have to make at least half the practices. But these ladies that we have right now, they make almost all the practices.
Yeah, they're making like 95 to 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they're expecting anyone else who wants to join to do the same thing. And it's incredible. It's so awesome to see it start with nothing and to see it evolve into what you're doing. And then when we can start getting picky, hey, I want your hand like this, make sure you're turning to the left when you move your left arm. All the details and the dynamics really puts it together. And these ladies do it. And I thank God every day for these women. They're just incredible. They're amazing.
Well, a common characteristic that I see with the ladies that are in a lot of the different dance crews that we've interviewed is that dedication. To where before the show we were talking about that last weekend I was in the Mandy's parade, and I've gotten to know several of them pretty well over the course of time, and you see that it's not just a hey, I'll see you at practice on Tuesday, and I'll see you on Wednesday on this day for practice, and then I'll see you on Saturday for the parade, and that's it. No, it becomes a way of life, to where that sisterhood that you spoke of, to where it's not a regular to see members of a group, of a dance team getting together, off schedule, like on just a random Wednesday night or whatever, and going and having a good meal together, or going to, karaoke night at the local bar, or something to where they're getting together doing something
Right.
together.
Well, that's one of our requirements. You have to like to eat. So if you like to eat, you'll fit right in. So it's, and they're like, oh, I'm watching my waistline. I was like, watch it later. It's a fine, you'll be okay. But we do, and you're right, and that's what I see with all the groups is the fact that it's not just a practice session. It's also a time to have outside of the group. And you have a lifelong of friends. I mean, I have lifelong friends with the Mandys who, we're in different groups. We're still going out to dinner and having a good time. And it's the same thing with our ladies. Like we had practice last night. That was our first ramp practice. And I'm like, all right, I'll give you 10 minutes off. Let's go get coffee at Haven. So we're across the street but it was so nice to be able to just relax and get to know each other, and look, every group has, trials and tribulations, and some members go through things. But you know what? Everybody's there for them. And oh my gosh, how incredible is that to know that you don't have to do anything by yourself, that you can say, hey, let's go get something to eat, or hey, you want to go see a movie or whatever. You've got this, lifelong friendship that you'll never get rid of.
So you'd mentioned a couple of holiday parades that y'all participate in. And I know just a couple of weeks ago, y'all had a Christmas parade that, it was on the news. It was covered by all the different, the Times-Picayune. Everybody was talking about it. Tell us a little bit about that.
That is our contribution back to the city of Covington. We are so grateful that we can put that on. Yeah, it's a lot of work. We have a committee of women who help organize it. We have the marketing and because we have to raise money for it. It costs us money to put it on. We have to pay for the policemen, the firemen, everything, and which we don't mind doing, but we have to go hustle for sponsors because we don't have that. And but the community is so supportive of it. And like the first year, this will be our third year. It was our third year we were on. And I can tell you the very first year, we didn't know what to expect because, we were on the radio, on the TV, we were posting posters everywhere. We couldn't do any more than what we were already doing. So we've got 40 groups in the parade, and we're taking off. And we, if the Covington route, you go from the park and you turn down Columbia. And the minute we turned that corner and I saw all those people, I started crying because it was like, yay, we have more than 3 people at the parade. We didn't know. You don't know. And I don't even think I don't even know if I danced. I was just like, y'all, look at all the people. Look at all the people here. It's just amazing. Look at all the people. And they were laughing at me. But, and I did have pictures of me dancing. So I do know I did dance, And we have the mayor dancing with us. He's just one of our guys. And he dresses in his purple and he wears our Santa hat and all that. But the community is incredible, and we team up with the city, and we bring Santa to the city at the trailhead, and then the city puts on this incredible show for the kids where they decorate cookies and color and do karaoke, and then we light the Christmas tree and we dance for that. It's very humbling to see the kids their smile, and their excitement for Santa.
Oh yeah.
What more could you ask for? So yeah. So we're now committed to the second Saturday of December, 3:00 in downtown Covington. So mark your calendars, save the date. I'm telling everybody now.
Yeah.
We are always the second Saturday in December. And we have our permanent route now. So we had to try different things, what works, what doesn't, and it does. So we're all good.
Well, you'd also mentioned a Veterans Day parade that y'all did.
Yes, this is the first year for it. It's in Old Mandeville, and the Old Mandeville Restaurant and Bar Association, I think that's the name of the group. But anyway, they sponsored this, and they were very generous and called me to help them set it up. And that was an incredible experience to see the people who served our country, and there was this one man, I'll never forget him as long as I live. We were lining people up, and of course we try to have pre-registration, but not everybody knows. And my job was to get the parade lined up in the parking lot and the start. And some people didn't know where to go. No big deal. My ladies, we took care of them. We spoiled them rotten. But there was this one man in this car, and you can tell he was at the era where they didn't appreciate you, serving our country. And so he had parked in a bad area, so I had to move him. And he had I didn't notice, but until after I got him where I needed him to be, that he had a gentleman in the passenger seat, and he had an oxygen tank on, and he had the blue, the veteran's cap on him and all, and he had so at the end of the parade, I always, especially when we're putting them on, I like to take notes in my head, what's working, what doesn't work, what do I need to fix for next year. I saw him come, and that man had the biggest smile on his face because he finally got the recognition he deserved, for serving our country.
Yeah.
And I had tears in my eyes. I mean, thank you. I just wanted to go get him and hug him, and say thank you for serving. But he knows now that we love him and that he did serve our country, and we appreciate him doing it. And everybody in that parade. So, and it was remarkable, and I can't wait to do it again. So I'm so excited. And yeah, so those are the two we help out with. But then, we also march in some St. Patrick's Day parades in Slidell and the Celtic Parade in Covington. And those are fun.
Yeah. And
then we're done. Because we have like 13 parades. So, that's a lot. And that's one of our requirements. You got to make most of the parades, 75% of the parades. So I need you to, I don't want you to just say, I'll just march in one. You got to march in all of them.
Right.
You're just like any other group.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, kind of circling back to it, it becomes like, do lack of better words, like a drug, to where, once you get into one of the groups and you march in one parade, it seems like you want to march in them all.
Oh, there's not enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough. And you get, and it's so exciting because you get the bug. You get there and it's like, oh, you're hustling, you're getting dressed, and you trying to get out everything done so that you don't have to worry about anything. And you get to the parade route, and then it starts to get exciting. You got music playing, you have other groups there, you have some of your ladies there, and as it all comes together, and you see this miraculous setup just work. Especially because putting on the Christmas parade, I really appreciate what these huge parades have to do with the floats and the riders and the marching groups and the bands, and how you just have to blend it all together. And it does.
Oh, yeah.
And it does. And and the people are so appreciative, like on the sides, the parade goers. Thank you, we love you, Lollipops. I'm like, yeah, we love you too. There was this one lady who posted something on Facebook, which was very heartwarming. She tagged us in it, and it was her daughter. She said, my daughter loves the Lollipops. And she didn't realize that we hand out, little lollipops as our candy makers hand out lollipops. And one of our candy makers happened to be handing her, the little girl, a lollipop as we were marching by. And she was dancing with us to begin with. And then she just went nuts. And she was so thrilled to get a lollipop from one of our candy. She was like, Mom, look, Mom, look. And it's like, that's what it's all about. To make you smile, to make you happy, to make you get rid of all your troubles and just release, and just enjoy yourself, have fun. And it's, it's like a drug. Yeah. you just want to, be in the parade. It's exciting. It's motivating. I'm ready. Can you tell? It's I'm a little hyper.
So I know one of the things that a lot of the dance crews, that they are almost more proud of than their parade accomplishments is their community service. And it sounds like already with the holiday parades there, that's a tremendous community service.
Oh,
do y'all have other projects that y'all do throughout the year?
That's our main one, and because that takes up the whole year to plan. We literally take maybe 2 months off, once it's done, and just recover because you work a lot, and then we're already starting. We'll start next month, planning the next one. We've already got our ladies on the committee lined up. They've already been given assignments. You need to start working on this, and we're already starting to hit up our sponsors from last year, and we're also cleaning up from this year. Like we send out thank you notes and appreciate. We take, we evaluate what worked, what didn't work. So yeah, it's like a 10-month process just to put on the parade for an hour.
Oh, I believe it.
But it's so worth it. But that's our biggest aspect. I mean, we'll help out at different events, like the corner puts on something for the kids, and we'll go do some dancing with them. And we've gone to nursing homes. So it's little things. If they say, "Hey, can you help us?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'd love to."
Yeah.
So,
but the impact that while some people may consider it to be a throwaway activity, shall we say, going and dancing at a nursing home. When those folks get a visit and they get to see lovely ladies such as yourself dancing, I can guarantee you that when y'all leave, they're talking about it darn near until the next time y'all come, that they'll still be talking about it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, you remember when the Lollipops came and danced for us? It becomes a strong memory for them, and they really appreciate it. So.
Yeah, no, and we do too. It takes. I appreciate. They've got history. I love their stories, especially when they'll talk about like either the war or as a kid. Because cultures are different as you get older. Yeah. And in my day, I love that. And some of the ladies like, okay, we have to dance. Like, well, I'm talking. I'm busy. Yeah. I'm trying to understand. But, I appreciate that so much. And, I'm going to be there one day. We all are. And so I hope that somebody will return the favor. And I'll hope they'll listen to my stories. Yeah. Because it's all history. It's all of our history. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Where can people follow y'all?
We have a Facebook page. Mm-hmm. We also have a web page, and it's it's Lollipop MArching Group, and you can't miss our logo, and just come on up. We have an email account, marchwithlollipops@gmail.com, and we're going to have our tryouts coming up in March, right after the parade season, and then we'll go from there. We're keeping it very tight. We're a family, and we don't want to lose our family.
Right.
So we're keeping it pretty tight for our tryouts, and we'll take 20, and go from there. And if all 20 make it, that's one thing. If 3 or 4 make it, that's another. But we're not going to lose our family. It's incredible where we are.
Is the tryout process, because
vigorous?
Because you're a past milkshaker, I'm sure that you went through the same trials and tribulations of becoming a member.
Yeah, well, ours isn't
you get to know the members ahead of time. You learn some of the dances.
Ours isn't as intense as theirs is. We basically we can see a lot before you even get there. We'll give you a video of the dance we're going to teach you.
Okay.
And if we know you're somebody to consider if you practice it before you get there, then you're telling me, hey, I'm really interested. Or, if you don't, that's telling me something right there, because, I've got to work to train you for the parades.
Right.
So you need to make me happy. Or us happy, their ladies happy, and we want someone who's going to fit in. If you come in with a lot of baggage or you're complaining the whole time, that's not what we're looking for.
Right,
because we want to have fun.
Yeah.
We want to be on a parade route. And, but it's not a hard process, but you have to show me you're just as dedicated to me as I am to you. Because I give you a lot of my time and my energy, which I love.
Yeah.
Love every minute of it. But you need to show me that you're willing to put in the same effort. And you know what? They do. They surprise you. And some people they'll walk out and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm not really sure because I don't know. And then you get to know them, you talk to them, and they just share with them who you are. And you're like, wow, you're a miracle. You're a miracle on feet. You're amazing. And that's what we have right now. We have miracle women. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So, do y'all have any like a long-term goal, like if you could have your dream goal for the crew, what would it be?
Our goal is to max out at 40.
Okay.
Ladies. We won't go over that. We want to keep it to where we're a family.
Yeah.
We still know each other, and we know about each other. So if somebody needs something, we're there. If somebody has like this nice promotion or a big job deal, we're all there for you, And I feel like if I got too big, I would lose a lot of that. And so, but we won't go higher than 40. But we're not in a rush to get to the 40 either.
Right.
So
you don't want to just take everybody.
No.
Just to hit that 40 goal.
No.
You want to make sure that it's 40 dedicated
family.
Great members.
Yeah, we have some members who need some help right now for medical reasons, but you know what? We're there.
Yeah.
She knows, or they know, that you need a ride. You need to pick up. You need me to pick up your groceries. You need me to cook for you. Well, you don't want me to cook for you, but do you need somebody else to cook for you?
You need me to call someone.
I can call somebody, or I can pick up for you. You're doing good, but but that's what we have. And how could you want to? I'm not interested in your numbers. Yeah. I want to have my family. And, just like when you have kids and grandkids, you add them a little bit at a time, and then you blend in. You add a little bit more. So we're going to get there, but I'm in no rush.
How'd y'all select? I should have asked this earlier. How'd y'all select the name Lollipops?
The Lollipops?
Yeah.
By the way, I have these for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. But it was like a combination. There were two of us. Woo-woo. There were three of us that got together and said, "Hey, we need to do something because we can't do the full time anymore."
Yeah. And
I don't know. I think it was the colors that became part of it in the decision, because we all loved purple. So we were trying to think of what would go with purple. And then we're listening to the old songs, because the old songs have a lot of creativity in them. And Lollipops came on. So purple, Lollipops, blue, Lollipops. It was something we could blend all the colors together with the theme of the name. So that basically, it was not too hard.
Yeah.
Right timing with the radio, you know?
I mean, it's a perfect name. I mean,
Yeah. And it's different. It's not like, it separates from all the other groups because there's so many other groups.
Yeah.
And they're incredible ladies. I love the play on the names,
Yeah.
but yeah, but that's how we picked the Lollipops.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. It is the most fascinating thing I think I've done. And it's so nice to be able to do that and get away from work, get away from the real world and just go have fun.
Yeah.
And exercise.
Yeah. It's, I think that's one of the big things that so many of the ladies in all the different dance groups enjoy is that it's an escape from, due to lack of better words, reality for a little bit. And, like you said, you're creating a whole nother family. You're getting to let off steam and exercise with dancing, and you're entertaining literally thousands of people on the parade route every day.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That just boggles my mind. And what's really cool is when we'll come to practice and all of a sudden the phones pop up. Did you see what my granddaughter did? How about my son? My son did this today. We had one lady whose son turned 17 and she was wigging out. She's like, I am too young to have a 17-year-old son. And we were all sympathizing with her. It was great. We get it. So, so you're not only a family with each other, but you're learning about their families and you share their, the excitement with their kids. And that's like family.
Yeah.
That's what you want. And so we have it. We've got it.
So I want to thank you so much for coming on with us today. I love to hear the stories of all the dance crews and, seeing the excitement of all the ladies and the teams. It makes the parade experience that much better, and, I would say for sure that since the growth of the dance team craze or whatever, it makes the parades that much better.
And I appreciate what you guys do to learn the backgrounds or the histories of these groups. Just gives it even more of a special meaning when you see them.
Yeah.
You can experience like, wow, I heard about this. That's awesome. So I enjoy that.
Yeah. I know with a lot of my listeners, they'll tell me, that they'll get special bonds from listening to the story of whether it be the origins or a special cause that they support or a special event that they do, that they'll fall in love with them that much more just from hearing that story. So,
absolutely.
So thank you again so much for coming on with us.
I loved it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Signing out. We will see you on the route.